Hey there everybody, welcome back! How's it going everybody? Mr. Dead Soul, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, and anybody else out there lurking at the minute. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It is Monday once again, and we are back on Judith Plains, 4X Montana. Yeah, doing some ploughing. Yes, we've got a little grass field here. Decided to get it ploughed up before it really started growing. Obviously I want to replant it just to see how it does, if it looks any better. Because obviously some of the flowers that come through look a little bit ugly, to be honest. Hey PFs, how you doing buddy? Welcome in as well. I am not doing too bad. Had a busy weekend, should we say. Out most of the day yesterday. Yeah. Busy, but okay. Doing okay. A little bit hot today. Obviously we're hitting like 30, 31 today in the UK where I am. So it's been quite another hot, muggy, sweaty type of day. But things are doing good. Played a little bit of Ark over the weekend. Tamed another new creature over there. The Ferox, if you know what that is. It's like a cute little teddy bear thing with multiple arms and that. Obviously give it some element and it turns into the Hulk. Yeah, so it's literally going from like a gizmo, for example, the gremlin, to the Hulk. Hey, Mr. Wheels. Hey, Mr. Farmer Marks. Welcome in. And Mr. Farmer Marks, thank you very much for the 25 stream streak. Much appreciated. Do you guys get burnt out on Dave's maps? I'm not on Dave's map. I'm on Judith Plains there, Mr. Culp. Well, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. But... yeah, to be honest, I'd done everything that was on there that needed to be done, so kind of wanted to break, and obviously a nice little something to get going. Obviously, I know a lot of people play this map, so I thought, why not give it a try? And how you doing, Culp? And Mr. Chris, welcome in, and there's Mr. Johnny as well. How's it going, Mr. George? Welcome in, welcome in. And yes, this is Judith Plains, Montana 4X map. It's a multi-fruit map. And it's not bad actually, it's not too bad. I will say, it's not too bad. I'm enjoying it at the minute. It's a nice little thing to get me back into playing. And obviously, because I've done everything on PB Rivers already, it's like... type of thing, so yeah. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Wheels, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, Mr. Farmer Marks, Mr. Jers, or anybody else that's had a shout out that I may have just missed, make sure to click on their links, give them all a follow. Mr. Culp as well, TV Gaming there. They're all great content creators. But yes, welcome in. Yeah, 4X this is. You're trying to make a Keno City. It's a 4X mining map. Oh, good luck for you, Mr. Culp, if you can get it done. I cannot get the editor to load my map that I started. So yeah, I've kind of given up with map making for the minute. I may end up doing maybe a standard size, but I really don't feel like doing one at the minute. So yeah, just playing, doing the modding inside of things is fine for me. Obviously at the minute I have been going through and making a fair few of the factories off of PV Rivers compatible with other maps. I've already done, what is it, 2 weeks now of updates. Of a few factories which is on my Trello to help if anybody wants to use them, you're more welcome to. So tonight NBC and Dajnet have a community fishing planet stream. If anyone would like to join us around about 7 PM Eastern. Well, there you go. If you guys weren't aware, yeah, Mr. Dajnet and NBC are doing a community fishing planet stream. So if anybody did want to join in, you're more than welcome to participate. And actually, while I think about it, let's give Mr. Dajnet a shout out. And where the heck is he there? Mr. NBC Master Dad. Yeah, if you're not following either of those guys, give them a follow, guys. They are great. But yes, welcome in everybody. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Mr. Wheels is there. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh. So I actually downloaded a tree pack, and they're kind of a little bit funky. some of the placeable ones that are in it. Yeah, not quite sure what's going on with their birches anyway. But yeah, something really funky is going on there. I may have to replace them with something else. I don't know. I need to wait to see what the spruces are like that I planted. Hopefully they're okay. But yeah, you can see that the actual visuals at the distance are a little bit iffy. But then again, it was off a third-party website, so yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I've actually been doing a little bit modding today and over the weekend. Working on a few things. Right, that's done. I need a cedar, and we'll get that going with a hired helper. And I'll show you what I've been doing over the weekend. What this guy right here. I need to make a little edit to this, so it's got some of the other crops that are in the map, shall we say? But yes, if you weren't aware, Mr. Farmer Marks was doing a 12-hour stream over the weekend. He did seem to be having a fun old one, so it's kind of cool. Kennel City 4X is another map. Maker, I like one. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha, Mr. Kelp. I do apologise. Yeah. I don't mind a little bit of mining. But when you're having to do tons and tons and tons, it's a little bit chaotic. Alrighty. Open up. Oh. Did I do. Why are you not opening up? And thank you very much, sleeping. Okay, you look full anyway, so that's fine. Let's get these filled up. So yeah, I will show you in a minute what I've been working on. Obviously, Mr. Farmer Marks knows because I kind of sent him a picture earlier about what I've been working on. Oh, that should be fine. It's only for seed grass, isn't it? So there. Oh, I've got none yet, have I? I've done testing this weekend. I'm testing, let's say, new approach to farm sim. Really, Mr. Wheels? Interesting. That'll be definitely one to tune in and check out. Yes. Oh, I feel like I've got a sneeze brewing in my nose, so if I sneeze accidentally, I do apologise. But over the weekend, obviously, I've done a little bit playing. I've done a little bit extra landscaping over here. So, obviously, on the left-hand side, we've got the orchards, plantations on the right. I've now got the hops down. I've now got the cranberries down as well. So, they're there. I do need to get some seed into them and such. But they are fine. I do need to go back through and sort out the auto drive routes here because it's still set up for where I had that little water windmill thing. Yes. My sheeps and goats are getting on. Bless them. You can kind of see them in the distance over there. Bless them. They're still not quite there yet. The chickens have been producing like there's no tomorrow, as you can see, just over the few months that I kind of skipped through, I suppose, the best way to put it, because obviously it was November, December, January, December, January, February into March, so I kind of missed 3 months, if you may not have noticed. So yes, they're certainly producing the eggs. Still haven't decided whether I want to keep that pen or change it out for something a little bit nicer. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that is going. My fields are doing nicely. I did a few contracts. Yeah, I did a little bit of modding over the weekend. Obviously, I've got for those who are watching last week, I've got a modded case combine that's got a bigger capacity that I was primarily using, or solely using, I should say, for doing contracts. Now, the only problem is I got into November, and obviously we had corn, we had sunflowers, ready for contract harvests, and yeah, I didn't have any headers for it, so I ended up grabbing one out of the game itself and made a little bit of a modification to it, and it works a lot better now. But I was able to get the work speed thing working as well, so I can actually select a work speed that I want. If I want to go for 10 kilometers an hour, I can do 10. If I want 17, I can do 17. If I want 100, I can do 100. I haven't got 100 though, I don't think. It might still be in there. But yes, it works. It works. But yes, right. Oh yes. I need to select grass. Oh, there it goes. We'll put the hired helper on that for the minute because he's fine. But yes, you did a 14.5-hour stream, Mr. Farmer Marks. You did, and I was lurking there this morning for me, which would have been late last night for you, I guess. And you may have had a couple of sound alerts go off to say I was there briefly. On farming maps, I don't do a lot of farming. I love making hay and baling it. It's so fun. Yeah, baling is pretty good. It makes a nice little break. I will say that from the usual farming. But yes, it's good. Right, let's have a little look while the hired helper is gone. So what I've been doing over the weekend, I'll show you quickly. So obviously I've got this case combine that I was using, obviously using this header. I've actually gone in and done a few edits to this. So first of all, we now have a work speed interchanger on there, and it does work. I did test it. Also, I was able to go through and make sure that it could do all colors. So if you want a nice pink one, you could have a nice pink one. Obviously, I haven't got this released yet. I did have to remove the decals for the minute. What I might do is add in a configuration so you can actually select a brand to go on there. Maybe, we'll see. Still working on this, but that is there. This is the one I was working on over the weekend. It's kind of crazy because I went into the files, grabbed the XML and the picture and all that, and I brought it into the game, and it kept throwing off errors and wouldn't harvest. It's like, what is going on? I realized I picked up the wrong one. There's a slightly smaller one of this, I think it is, but it only does sorghum. Either that or I picked up the wrong one. But yeah, it only did sorghum, and that's why I was having so many issues. So yes, and then gone back in, and yeah, got the right one this time. So this time, obviously, is the same. The only thing is it doesn't fold up. That's the only problem. That is the only downside to this header. But I did get the work speed in there as well. So the 10, 20, 30, and 40 there. Miles per hour. So you could really go some. And also added in all of the default colors as well, so they could be selected. So yeah, I like it. I have interest. I didn't even look at the folding corner headers. What's the biggest one we got? We've got that, which is 9. See, I could go with that, say for example, that one, make a few edits to it. Maybe remove the John Deere logos. I'm sure if I've got one of these somewhere before. Might have been back in 22. I haven't done one for 25 yet, I don't think. But yeah, I might even do a little foldy up one as well. Obviously adding color options, the speed option and stuff like that. And we'll see. But yeah, that is vehicle wise is what I was doing. Back in a bit. All right, Mr. Firemark, you're going to miss it. Can't you stick around for a minute? I'm kidding. You go for it. But yeah, I'm not going to show you this one, but I am working on the brewery right now. It's got a few warnings and errors. Oh, it's crazy. Actually, I'll bring it up. See, yeah, look. And it's all for the outgoing products. Yeah, it's basically saying there that they're not in, like, let's see, what is it? The output items and stuff like that and storage. It is. Everything's there. The worst thing is this was actually A-OK on PV Rivers. Come on, bring it onto here or Riverbend, for example. And yeah, it's giving me all that crap. So I need to figure all that out at some point. Yeah. So that's one I'm working on right now. But for those special ones, we have a McCain's, which is, by the way, warning and error free. I just got to do some testing. I'm not quite sure whether I want to stay with. Oh, didn't mean to hit that one. Stay with the same size or maybe reduce it. I kind of like it the way it is, in all honesty. It's just a big old area that you need to have for putting it down. Obviously, I've added in another spawn trigger down at the bottom by the sign, as you can see. That's where the containers will be coming out. I might rename it on the ground there, the decal, so it's like container loading or something instead. But yeah, doesn't have the compost coming out of it. Maybe in the future, if I can get compost working on the base game maps without any issues, that'll be coming. Salt is another thing. I had to remove salt for the minute because I don't have salt currently anywhere, so I've had to deactivate that, hence why there's only potatoes, water, and then everything else. But metal's in there, the containers are in there. I've just got to fill it up and run it through the process for getting it ready and such. So that should be it out for you guys this week. What else did I do? Oh yeah, the herb and the multi-greenhouse that does the cucumbers and all that. Pineapple works fine. Well, as far as I'm aware, is fine. I've got it on Riverbend at the minute, and I'm just gonna need to get some water into it, some seeds, stuff like that, and work it to make sure all the pallet's spawning in fine. So I didn't really need to do anything too much with that, which is quite nice. So they should be coming for you this week as well. And yeah, if I can get sorted out the brewery, that'll be another one for you guys. In addition, I've added in cranberry slap back into the juice factory, so that one I do need to test first of all, but it should be fine. All the rest are spawning out fine, so that should be good as well. So yeah, now I've done most of that this afternoon, to be honest. Most of those productions were done this afternoon, literally. Very, very little work needed, because the nice thing is the way I've got them set up for rivers. One, all of the pallets are already in the mod itself. Two, all the products are being registered with the factory or whatever it might be, so it makes life of that a little bit easier. And for some weird reason, I thought the greenhouses were within something else. I couldn't remember whether they were a standalone. Thankfully, they are an individual mod on their own, so it makes life that a little bit easier. So it's just a little bit of tweaking here and there is needed for most of the factories at the minute. I got to figure out what I want to do regarding like the vodka factory, for example, because I do like that building. Obviously, would you guys be okay with the vodka Smirnoff factory as it is size-wise? That is a big question, because it is a fair size. Obviously, McCain's has a big footprint. Obviously, the vodka factory is another one with a big footprint. So yeah. Any chance I can make the factory smaller? Oh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is the biggest issue is getting the models and stuff. Smaller models. Obviously the McCain at the minute as it is. See, what I could do with like McCain, for example, is maybe remove some of the buildings. Maybe just take half of that. So take that middle building away. I could take that maybe off and just have the unload area, for example, have a little strip. I don't know what that would look like. Or I could just go back to how it was on Wolf Creek, for example. If you guys remember, it was just literally that building with the silos. I literally made it that small. I could do that again. It's up to you guys. Stick a trigger on. Actually, I might even pull that out and have a little look. Let's have a look. So, who remembers Wolf Creek McCain factory that I worked on? It was my very, very first one I ever converted and did. Now, there is going to be a few errors in this, but I can fix that easily. Let's see. Let's go over to the desktop a sec, actually. Here we go. So, yeah, something like that I could do again if you wanted. Obviously, pallets and containers would spawn at the front. Maybe set up 2 separate spawn triggers at the front here. Everything would basically be dumped down the side here. Maybe make the trigger a little bit bigger, though. See, I could go with something like that again. It wouldn't be an issue, to be honest. And I have been on an iron about making it smaller anyway. But yeah, what I might do is do that one instead. The only thing, let's see, warning stripes. So yeah, the only thing that's actually an issue there is the textures on the triggers there. It's an easy edit to fix, to be honest. But yeah, no, I don't want to save it. But yeah, that one I might do. To be honest, I could probably just edit the one I've got at the minute because it's already there, ready to go. Just take a few bits out and it should be fine. Oh, sorry about that. But yes, okay. Well, if that's what you want, I'll go with the smaller McCains. With regards to like the Volca and some of the other places, then gonna have to look at maybe retexturing some factories within the game. Obviously, it did. Obviously, what was it the other day I showed you guys, didn't I? I was. I think I accidentally deleted it. Let's see, where was it? Where is it? The preserve factory, I think it is in here. Yeah, this thing here. Obviously, I started retexturing this. I think I might accidentally delete it, so I may have to start again. But I could do something like that, for example, for the McCain factory. Retexture it, though. Obviously, I'd have to think about like what we would use for maybe Smirnoff. Maybe something like that. Take the sign away. Replace it with Smirnoff, for example. Maybe tidy it up a bit, I don't know. It's an option. What have we got here? That is huge. How big is that in comparison? No, it's a little bit bigger than the juice factory, okay. But yeah, most of what I'll be using is probably going to be within the game already if I can. Because I really don't have the expertise, shall we say, for making a brand new factory. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one personally. Yeah, nope. Nope, I know Green Thumb's used that as well. Oh, that's a point. I know Mr. Who was it? Farmer Marks was asking about vinegar the other day. Obviously, I used one of these cereal factories and turned it into a vinegar factory on rivers. May have to bring that over. I don't know. We'll see. What else have we got over here anyway? Oh, see, this is one thing I never go into is like the sell points. See, you could use that for something as well. And now that model itself has been used for a fair few things on the in-game mod hub, so it could technically use that. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing else there really. Yeah, how about that as a factory? No. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, McCain could be quite easily actually. Obviously, McCain, I can chop it down. Could maybe use the preserve factory. So I'm kind of thinking what we currently got over on PV Rivers that still needs to be addressed, shall we say? So there's the vodka factory. We have the Dole. Is it Dole? The frozen fruits and vegetables and stuff. See, that's kind of like a preserve factory. Could take the preserve factory, maybe relabel it as a Dole factory, for example. I'm not quite sure whether I want to even attempt anything with Ken's or Heinz. So, yes. We'll have to wait and see regarding those two, because, yes. What else is the pickle factory? Do we bring over the pickle factory so it can be played on any map? Good question. Oh jeez, that's loud. Yikes, that was loud in my ear. And how you doing there, Mr. Big Tigger? Welcome in. Welcome in. Dude, you missed a bit right there. You're fired. I'm kidding. you can finish off. But yes, well, yeah, I'll see what I'll do over the next coming weeks. So I'm going to be working on a lot. I'll get some of you guys' inputs as well, so don't worry about it. I'll see. I'll maybe start making little tweaks here, little tweaks there. Give you guys some input, and yes, we shall see. I'll have to have a look on the other maps as well, because not all of the factories are also showing on this one. So, for example, I'm trying to think what is over on like the Asian map. There's a lot of factories on there that we don't have access to on here that we could potentially use. Actually, I think they've got some fairly good ones over there as well, if I remember rightly. But yes, we shall see. But yes, not doing too bad, Mr. Tigger. Not too bad. This hired helper's having a few issues. He keeps missing bits, so I'll have to go back through in a minute and tidy it up. But yeah, just getting this field replanted with some grass. Obviously, we're now into our second official year. And yes, it's springtime. I'm just waiting for this guy to finish off. But yeah, I've been working a little bit over the weekend and this morning doing a few mods. So the PV greenhouses, they are now in game so far okay. No warnings or errors. Unlike other factories, shall we say, like the brewery, for example, which is giving me issues galore. I need to be able to see her. There we go. There we go. Dude, you suck. Oh, are you? Is that why? Nope. Okay. There we go. I keep smashing into things. But yes, how are you, Mr. Big Tigger? Hopefully good. It was nice seeing Mr. Dashnet and NBC streaming over the weekend as well, doing some Planet Crafter. There we go. Kind of makes me want to get over there at some point as well. So last time I was thinking about it last night when watching Farmer Marks. The last time I played Planet Crafter, the vehicle, that little truck that you can drive around in, never had the jetpacks on it. That's how far back it is. So yeah, and obviously since I played it, they've done a fair few updates to Prime, which I have no idea about. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Let's think, what else was there? Obviously they've added in a new planet as well, and is the fishing game not working now? Oh, for crying out loud. If it's not one thing, it's another. So yeah, wouldn't mind getting over there at some point, but one thing Mr. Farmarks did say is maybe potentially at some point doing a Ark stream just to show the Genesis 2 map. So I might do that at some point and show off some of the new creatures if you haven't seen them before. Obviously, yeah, I tamed a Ferox over the weekend, and like I said, it's one of these ones that can change from like a shoulder pet to a rideable creature. But as a shoulder pet, it looks it's kind of like a cute little teddy bear, but feed it element and it'll literally turn into a Hulk's version. It is scary, it really is scary. And it has like purple glowing eyes and evil looking thing. But yes. Oh heck, here we go. Come on. This tractor is just not powerful enough. But it can do it, it can do it. There we go. Right, I just want to make sure that I get all of the, because obviously this is going to be a grass field, so really want it to seriously be well covered. Right, there we go. Let's just check up and along here, make sure that all the edges and corners have been hit. Yep, I will reload it in just a sec. The fishing game, 1 sec. Let me just close it. It's having a funny 5 minutes, peeps. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, yes, I forgot I didn't log into Steam. I just automatically loaded it, didn't I? La 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 la. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's try that now. There you go, guys. Fishing is back on. Oh, I didn't reset it off. Fudge monkeys. I was going to do a giveaway this week. Oh well, or this month. Actually, before anybody does it, well, I know you guys have been doing it already, haven't you? Out of interest, what is the leaderboard looking like? Would you guys mind if I reset this? I was going to do a giveaway this month and I totally forgot to reset this because obviously we are now into August. Let's come into here a sec. Don't do any casting. Yeah, I think what I'll do is do a giveaway for the option of a £25 Steam gift card, or
so just do it. Make your dreams
try to find it.
Come true.
I'm trying. I'm also trying to find. Oh, sorry, leaderboard. There we go. There we go. Or there we go. So you guys can get in and go for it. Go wild. Yeah. So 25 Steam gift card, or hang on. Let me just double check the price of it. Where are you? Where are you? Farms and Farm Giants there. DLCs. Okay, so yeah, here we go, because they're about the same price. So the option would be 25 Steam gift card, or the Beans and Alpaca expansion DLC for Farm Sim 25. Obviously, it would be through Giants. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use them on Steam and on non-Steam accounts, shall we say. I'll have to set up a little thing on chat for a reminder. Billy, do I have a link for the map? What map? What map? I don't know anything about a map. Are you on about the map I'm currently playing on? The edited version? I do. If you, I wonder if it'll still work. Exclamation mark Judith in chat. Oh, yes, let me come back down here. Give it a try. It should still be active. Here we go. Yes, there you go. Look at that. Ain't I clever? Yes, that is my little edited version that's current. Without the blue buildings down there. Right, there we go. So, what I do want to do, also need to get a roller on that field at some point. Need to have a little look at. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oats, maybe. Oats, where are you? Oats there. I was going to do that field behind the farm in oats. Obviously, I've got barley in. I've got wheat in already. The only thing I don't have is oats. That's going to be in. Actually, I don't know. Do you think I should do it as grass or alfalfa or something? Because that would be quite nice and a nice easy one. Bugger it. Let's do it grass. There we go. We'll do it as grass as well. Then I can kind of forget about it and just harvest it whenever I need to. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, you can kind of see there. The trees are... It's like the occluder is a little bit messed up on it. It's weird. But yeah, I end up just putting down a normal base game vehicle storage for the minute, or a repair place. It'll do. It will do. Here we go. May end up taking it up and putting down another one later on when I find one that I like. Did have a look at the one that Shawnee sent us the other day, or mentioned about it the other day, and yeah, wasn't liking it really. Didn't really like it. Didn't fit my farm. But thank you anyway, Mr. Shawnee, for that. Alright, so you're fine for the minute. I need to go down, down, down. Oh, I need to get rid of you as well. Thinking about it. Because don't need you now. Oh. Map. Forgot I still had that. Had it down here doing some, was it parsnips the other day? Oops. Right. Where were you there? Right. Return. I've had that all week, all winter, and yeah, that's why my money was going down so quickly. But yes, I got above my Volvo. Yes, I can actually play now with it. Yes, I finally got my Volvo in here. I bought it. I did. Right. Oh, if you didn't see it over the weekend as well, obviously we had FarmCon, guys, if you weren't aware, going on over in Germany. Obviously, Giants did release a, was it a Volvo? Was it a another smaller version of this thing, which you can get off of the in-game mod hub. I didn't download it because I've got this little guy right here. Now this should be about 20,000 litres on the earth. Don't think that is though. Yeah. That's 46. Oh, actually, maybe not. I wonder what. Yeah. I wonder what the actual capacity of the fill trigger things there is. That's one thing I never actually found. Oop. Come on, take it. So 53. So it's about 50,000 and a bit. I don't know if any of that extra was added in as it was filling. It's pretty quick actually. Actually, I just realised something. That should be on one. Okay. 53,000. Oh yes. Oh crap. Do you mean that they didn't put a collision under, tip collision under that? Oh well, gotta be very careful with that then. Go. So I do have some nails, I do have some metal. Good. I do need some metal myself, the nails actually, and the metal. Let's get them spawning out. Nails primarily for pallets. Look at that. Beautiful. Got a bit of an odd one there, is it? Oh no, it says 1,000, it's just not showing the last box, okay. Flatbed then. I'm gonna need a flatbed. Where did I put my flatbed? I think it's around this side there, in it, so. Go, quick. Yes. You're busy fishing. Are you going to be joining in with Mr. Dajnet and NBC later on, Mr. Jers? I'm sure Mr. Shoddy will be there. Okay, it's not there. Where the heck is it? You might do. the other thing is the time. It's what, 7 p.m. Eastern time, so it's very late for us guys over in the UK to join in. Where did I put my flatbed? I just love losing my flatbed. Where did I put you? Does anybody remember what I did with my flatbed? Because I don't. Oh, fudge monkeys. Vehicles. That one is... That's down by the juice factory, isn't it? Oh, is it on the other truck then? Maybe. Let's have a little look. Rather than driving down there and finding out it's already connected up to something. Oh yeah, it is. It's right there. Okay. I feel so dumb. There you go. Actually, I might get rid of this truck. It's nice, I will say. Obviously, I've used it a lot over on PV Rivers already. But the downside is, and I've noticed this primarily with bridges and certain points in the road, it likes to hit the collision a little bit too easy. So what I might do is switch it out and just use the other truck that I was in a minute ago. I think that might be a better option actually. It seems a little bit more stable, should we say. Here we go. Right. I don't know if I've got any space for planks and long planks. Let's have a little look in the pallet factory there. Quickly. Oh, wrong one. There. Pallet, factory. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of space. Sawmill then. Creek Sawmill. Right there. Oh, I need to get some more wood in there. Oh, I put about 12 or so trees into this thing the other day. Got a good amount of pallets out of it, so that's good. Right, spawn. We'll take it back once we get just full, so we'll select that. I'm pretty sure it's planks and long planks are right next to each other, so it should be quite an easy one then. This unload you and unload that on. There we go. Spawn items. Oh, we still got 5 more there. There we go. Okay. Actually, could do 6. Duh. There you go. And because I'm not really using these for anything else, do 10 of them. Look at that, beautiful. What a beautiful load, eh? But yeah, I need to keep an eye on my saplings as well, because they will be starting to grow soon. And I really need to try and get some of these trees out of the way there. Otherwise it's going to cause a few issues, shall we say. Right. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right then, so we've got nails in there, we've got planks, we've got long planks. That should be all I need to get this lot going. And how's Mr. Hectape doing, by the way? You're on an American map, get an American truck. Heck no. The worst thing is I find a lot of them don't handle very well. Apart from like the Mercedes and the Volvos, they're about the only ones I do kind of like. That'll be fine, that'll be fine. What was on the boosted out of interest? Absolutely nothing different. Okay. Oh, the long pack one. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. They are going. Pallet is now being produced. Cool. Just gotta wait for that. Then I can get some pallets into the juice factory finally, and get some of them sorted out. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to grab some metal, and I can put the metal into the juice factory. Oh yeah, you know what I'm doing. So I can output the containers. Yeah, when I do get that going. Ready. So select that. Metal. Spawn goods. Yes, I want mine. Oh, I don't know if you guys have realized, but it would seem that some of the pallets that are within my mod pack are also named in here too. Obviously found that out the other day with the orchards, didn't we? It seems like metal and stuff like that is in here as well. I thought I'd seen Mr. Neon's name pop up there. Hello, Mr. Amethyst Neon. How are you doing? And there's another person that you should be watching, guys, and following. If you're not following Mr. Neon, make sure to click on his link there, Mr. Amethyst Neon, and give him a follow. Welcome in, Mr. Neon. FYI, if you're around tonight. Yep. Yeah, if you're around and you want to do a bit of Fishing Planet, obviously Mr. Dashnet and Mr. NBC will be doing a community fishing thing. There we go. Alrighty, let's take this guy. We're going to sell this truck off. Bugger it. And we'll hook it up to the other truck with the trailer. Actually, I do want to get the other Schwarzmüller trailer. I've got a tipper as well that was on the in-game mod hub that I kind of like to look off. I've never actually really used it. I think it'd be kind of nice for loading combines and such. May have to do some edits to the capacity though. You doing okay? Good, Mr. Neon. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But yes, we were just doing a little bit of work here, a little work there. Need to check on my animals actually in a sec, see how my sheep and goats and chickens and all are all doing. Oops. Terrible driving. There we go. Righty. Need to get a storage set up for those egg pallets as well. Might see if I can grab the one off of PV Rivers that I did. It should work actually over here. There. Detach you. Oh, come on, round. There we go. Oh, I need to check on my water silo as well. Because that might be getting a little bit low. I don't know, because now I've got and added in those two plantations, the cranberries and the hops. It's going to go down a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, still fine. Okay, that's fine. But to be honest, I don't really need two trucks, so that's a good thing. One less thing to worry about. Yes. And I can see if I've left anything around by the vehicle as well. Vehicle shop. I think I remember to do everything else, the combine, the headers, the truck and trailer that I was using for contracts last month, or last year I should say, in game. I might remove that collision on the train track as well. Just saying, it's annoying. It really is. But yeah, one of the things I do, one of the aims for this in-game year, I do want to look at purchasing several fields if I can. Obviously, it's going to be money is going to be the harder thing. So I need to look at what fields are around like the main farm area and see if I can afford a couple. There we go. Obviously, there we go. Also got to have a look at maybe some places for additional factories to go into. There we go. She looks really nervous. She looks a little bit nervous. Don't worry, dear. I'm not going to run you over. Right, let's get rid of you. So, that'll give me 141 back. That's good. There we go, there we go, there we go, go. And I think I've got everything now from up here. Yep, good. Okay. Right. Just want to check something. Vehicles. I don't think I've now got anything at least. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so that... Okay, yeah, that's still full of sugar beets at the minute. I want to get the sugar factory done. This is what I'm kind of thinking. That thing's at least... That can go back, actually. I can return that. And the Demco can go back for the minute. So I'm just really paying out that 18,000 there for that guy. Okay. Yes, really need the sugar factory. Where the heck am I going to put a sugar factory? I was thinking maybe in between here, but it's going to be a little bit tight, I think. I have interest. See, I've got all this land here. Ooh, actually, ooh. Wonder what it'd be like just on the top here. Flat, smooth it off a little bit. Remove the trees there. Actually, I might leave that tree there. I wonder. Let's have a little look. There. Billy, alpaca. And we'll use my sugar factory. Also, for anybody who would like a copy of it, I did do a second version of Domino Sugar to also put out methanol. If anybody wanted the methanol edition, let me know. I could put that up as a separate one. Maybe on my Trello. See, that will fit in there quite nicely, actually. Maybe take it back a bit. Got a good area for spotting. Yeah, I might do that, actually. Yeah, Mr. Farmer Marks was trying to find a... I guess a smaller production that does it, and yes, he didn't realize it was a byproduct from sugar refinery stuff. So yes, stick it on the trailer. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Not a problem, Mr. Judith. Let me bring it back there a bit, and I'll smooth it off in just a sec. I know methanol is in... Actually, the map itself... Let's take it from there, actually. There we go. That'll be a bit better. Smooth it off. That'll be nice. Little plateau there. So one thing I try and do as well when I am doing landscaping is just try and curve certain like areas. So like for example there, try and curve this around so it kind of almost looks a little bit more natural. But when you come through with like the soften tool, it kind of gives it a little something else. Look wise, it's kind of nice. Oops, that's not my field anyway, so that's fine. We'll just come through there, we'll just smooth that off like that. There we go. There we go. Obviously this was the sheep paddock here, so let's just redo this as well. So what I'll probably do, thinking about it, is set up a Judith Plains edited mods column, should we say, then. And that'll be an easier option. So, like for example, the sugar factory that has that extra product in there. You could use that, or you could if you're on any other map, you could use the ones that's in the pack itself. There we go. But yes, who... Oh, by the way, who did not get to see any of the information from FarmCon over the weekend? Obviously, there's a lot of stuff, videos out at the minute, or a couple of videos out, I should say, regarding the gameplay and such. I just realised I haven't actually mentioned anything about it. Also, we got the I was going to say plains and prairies. Beans and alpacas coming, which is kind of nice. Don't worry, I'll change it in a minute. Let me sort this out first, actually, because it's going to be easier. Right, that's the back, that's the front. Okay. I think maybe about... What am I overlapping with? Probably me, actually, isn't it? No, I'm actually on the field. What am I overlapping with? Fine, we'll override it. We'll override it. We'll bring that in a bit there, something like that. Then I can do a little bit of landscaping with some trees and such going around it. See now, because I actually free place it, let's use some gravel, I think. Here we go. So something like that. Something like that would be fine. Also, I'm trying to think, right, getting a truck around the side and stuff here for getting the pallets as well. There we go. Maybe there. Something like that. I was actually kind of thinking maybe have a one entrance there, for example. And then 2 on this side. I think that would be kind of nice. Let's try to do that. Yeah, that'll probably work actually. Let's bring that out like that a bit more. There we are. There we go. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, I have no idea. There we go. Something like that maybe. There we go. And then, yeah, do a little entrance way there. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. I'm not a professional, that's for sure. Just do a little bit of grass. I'll probably throw down a few trees as well later on. Obviously there's still another, well, there's all that land there, so I could maybe smooth off this area here as well for potentially another factory or something later on. But right now I'll leave it there for the minute anyway. Oh, I don't know, is Mr. Green Thumb out there still? I'm sure he said he's off today for a national holiday or something. I was wondering if he was going to be going live today. If so, we could always go over and see what he's up to. Obviously, if you haven't been paying attention to Mr. Green Thumb, he has already made a little bit of a start on something to help out with the alpacas and coffee and such. Is coming. You, me, who, me? Yes, you. Are you planning on streaming today? If so, what sort of time were you thinking? Or are you live right now and I don't know about it? Or even Mr. Wheels. Is Mr. Wheels planning on streaming today as well? Obviously, he's getting very much into Judith Plains as well. There we go. Yeah, I'll do it for the minute. That'll do. Yeah, you'll be on in about an hour. Oh, super. Yeah, that'll do. That'll work. That will work. Hey, Mamadou, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Obviously, if you're not following Mamadou, she was playing Pal World the other day, the fake Pokemon game. And Mr. Wheels is going to be streaming as well, testing another map. Oh, wow, holy heck. Busy, busy, busy. Wow, everybody's going live today. Look at that. Wow, you got some choices, guys. That's good, that's good. Okay, let's grab that little guy. We'll get this unloaded, and I can get this guy returned as well. Yeah, see? That tree right there. That should have foliage on it, but for some reason, it doesn't. So there's a bit... there is something there. I don't know if you've seen the little speckles, actually, as I was going through. There is something there, but for some weird reason, it's not showing properly. And Green Thumb Farmer, Mr. Culp, is asking, did you get the sawmill from 19 converted? No, because nobody wants it. I think he got, if I remember rightly, the last time I watched him working with it, he had it converted. He was working on like the visuals inside for the logs and stuff. Weren't quite right. He never got back to fixing the animations. That's it, yeah. That's it. Yep. But the nice thing is, we do have the Elm Creek sawmill. It's a little bit simpler. There's no real animations in it apart from the fill plane for the wood chips. So, yeah. You love that song. To be honest, there's a lot of things back in 19 that people love, and unfortunately, they're probably never going to be coming back. It is a shame, but it is what it is. But yes, actually, we'll get this unloaded, and we might actually cover some of what went on over the weekend for those who may or may have missed it. Yes, beans and alpacas, or alpacas and beans, however you want to class it as. Yes. Right. Oh yeah, I was going to pop this up on my trailer, wasn't I? Right, that should... Yep, there we go. Sugar beet cuts. Why is that giving me sugar beet cuts? Did I select the one that does the cuts? Oh, it was. Indeed. Indeed, Big Tigger. Indeed. Oh well. Let me just check something. Did I not add that? Default. Oh, that's probably what I did. Okay, I need to go reconfigure it so I can unload sugar beets, not the cuts. Oops. But yes, thank you very much, Mr. Big Tigger, for my Jurassic Park T-Rex roar there. But yeah, actually, I don't think obviously I mentioned about it, but I didn't give you guys a link for it. FS25 Judith Plains edit. Judith Plains Sugar Factory. Does anybody know where I put my sugar factory? it's sugar mill right there. There we go. Right, that's uploading. So if anybody, just realised, if anybody wants a copy of the Judith Plains edit of the sugar factory that also outputs the methanol, there you go. I'll pop it in chat for you guys, and if I remember, I might even put it up on my Trello. Let's see, where are we? Trello, Billy Alpaca. I'll pop it in there for the minute. Judith Plains Sugar. I'll just call that for a minute. Oh crap. Stop. Add attachment. Shove that into there. Will also output methanol. How do you pronounce methanol or spell methanol? Sugar factory, sugar mill there. Ethanol, not methanol, ethanol. Why do I think meths? I have no idea. Methanol. There we go. Oh. I popped it up on my Trello. I'll finish doing the edits and stuff for making it look prettier up there later on. But yeah, what I did is with methanol, or ethanol I should say, it's basically an extra byproduct from each of the recipes. You'll get a little bit from each, so you should be good. Obviously, it's doing a lot of cycles per month, so you'll get a fair bit through it. So I've kept the numbers down here very, very low. So, like for example, he's got 8 pallets right there a month, just from the yeast. Same there. So there's a lot on that one. That's got a lot of cycles. Wow, holy crap. So, yeah, if you need any ethanol, there you go. I'm sure you could probably sell it pretty easily as well. I didn't even realize they were that high. I might even remove a couple. I don't know yet. We'll see. There we go. Right. Here. Can I not? Oh. This wouldn't allow me to customize? Really? Oh, it's least that's why. Okay. Fiddle. Oh man. Let's park you there for a minute. I'm gonna do something later on to get that out there as just sugar beets rather than sugar beet cuts. Actually, how much capacity is in the sugar factory for 3,000? 360. Oh, okay. In that case, I could put all of that into there. 14. Let me jot that number down. Let me jot this number down. That's only 140,000 there, so I could put that in there. So 140,000. 475. There we go. Because what I can then do is return this harvester. Visit. And we'll turn that on in a minute. Don't worry about it. If I come over to here, I can do this. Sugar beets. Add. So 140475. Into the trigger. There we go. We can get that up and running. The only thing I'm missing now is the sugarcane. Hey Vortex, how you doing, bud? Right, let's get that going, that going. That can get going. I can't do that one. Molasses can be brought on. That obviously, what I tend to do is keep the molasses and have it automatically turn into the brown sugar. I don't really need it at the minute, so that's good. There we go, that's up and running. Super trooper. There we go. So we can now get rid of that guy. Ag thing. Yep. Return you. Also, we're not going to lose anything because obviously we just converted back to sugar beets rather than cuts. There we go. Sorted. And now I literally own everything. Way right then. And I've still got 665 left. Right. Let's have a quick look. Before we start looking at the info from the weekend. See, I could buy that land actually. I've got just enough for it, so that's a potential. It has been planted already. What have you been planted with, though? Let's visit that a sec. So this has got onions in it. I really don't need onions at the minute, so let's think. Let's see. See, I was kind of thinking maybe some of these fields at the top here. I have interest. How much are you going to cost? Too much. Okay. Let's see. Value. Yeah, that's like 2 million just for that one field. I want to see if I can find some contracts for whoever the owner is of that and do some more. But we've got things like this little guy right here, 280 on there. Obviously, I can get it for 162, should say, with my little discount. Heck yes. See, that is 317 for that. Obviously, with my discount, 133. Heck yeah. Oh, actually, is that what I'm saving? Oh yeah, that's what I save. Okay. So I'm actually getting it for 184. So definitely well worth. So we've got some oats right there pre-planted already. Was it 659 with a 276 discount? And I don't have enough for that one. Okay. Maybe that one. 290 with 100 off, 121 off. So 168. Yeah, why not? What is that? That's is that oat? I think that's actually potato, that other one. That one is got peanuts. Okay. See, now there's something I could do. I could think of is plant as peanuts. We could bring that back to Farm Sim. Obviously, we haven't had it in 25 yet. Could potentially do that. We could have like normal. You don't think it, so? This is one thing I'm having an issue with as well with some of the other factories. Is salt, for example. What do we do about salt? Yeah. If I can get a mine shaft, for example, working to add in salt, that would be kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know. Also, you could have salted peanuts. You could have roasted peanuts again. Peanut butter. I know all you guys like your peanut butters and peanut shells if you really want to. But I think that'll do plot-wise. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3 plots right there. That's a good start. Obviously, what I could do is look to combine that. Rents are going. Water brings in. Yeah. Oh, who was it? I mentioned it the other week. Yeah, I seen that post on Facebook where somebody was actually doing peanut harvester and also bringing in a map as well that brings in the peanuts. So yes, but yeah, we've got peanuts on here as well, by the way, already. So yes, yeah, there's so many freaking crops on this. It's crazy. Right in. Desktop. Let's go to desktop quickly. So for those who missed it over the weekend, I've got a couple of little videos. Kind of good spot, really. Downloads. So if you haven't seen these are definitely well worth a little watch. Now, they don't have the greatest of sounds, I will say that. I'll make sure that these are cranked up as high as possible So that's on 100. You can see it's on 100. There we go. And so this is actually from FarmCom over the weekend. And this is obviously the new South American map. So we've got the little John Deere Gator there. Obviously, up that hill, if you missed it, was the coffee. So yeah, coffee is a new product coming in with the DLC. And the way you place it down, I thought originally, let me pause that, I thought it was going to be like the grapes and the olives. But no, it's slightly different. And what in the heck is that right there? What is that little tunnel? I don't remember seeing that before. Is that another crop coming in? I know somebody mentioned about bananas. That's for the bananas, is it? See, I've been really going hard through all the videos and stuff that I've from the weekend that was sent to me, and there's nothing that I've seen in any of those videos that confirms bananas yet. And let's just go back a sec. But that is kind of cool. And why would bananas be on a thing like that? See, even bypass it. But yeah, anyway, so with the coffee, which is the new thing, one of the new things coming in, I originally thought, like I said, it was going to be placed down in rows like this, in the same way you do your grapes and your olives, but it's not. It's more like the rice paddies, to be honest. So as you can see, you actually draw out the outline of the field like you would normally, like a rice paddy, for example. And when you go in here, obviously you can go in, you can select the row direction. When you're happy with how it shows, it'll automatically place it down. It'd be kind of cool if they can implement that into the grapes and the olives as well. It'll make life so much easier. Now, how easy is it to remove them afterwards? Can you, or is it where you can just click on one and it'll delete the whole lot? Or do you have to go through and it literally remove each and every plant, like the coffee, not the coffee, with the grapes and the olives? Have to wait and see. So yeah, but yeah, this is a close-up look. Now, obviously, the closer you get, you'll actually notice the foliage itself looks a little bit strange. It's got little yellow patches. Now, obviously, that is... Here we go. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Hang on. We'll get back to that point. One sec. There you go. You can actually see on the foliage itself, you got all these little yellow marks on it. If it doesn't show very well here, actually. But you can maybe... Because Hectate's flicking things in the way. Hang on, I'm going to hide Plinko and that for the minute. Hang on. There you go. You could probably just about see it behind... Actually, can I go full screen on this thing? A little bit better. There we go. You can't quite get it, but right here, you can't really read it, but it says it needs fungicide. So all this little yellow stuff is actually fungus that's growing on the coffee plants. Isn't that cool? Actually, here you go. I'll take it away. You'll actually see what you have to do. So one of the new things they're adding in are these lovely little tanks of fungicide. So yeah, you get a new sprayer for applying these. Now the sprayer itself is kind of interesting looking. Obviously at the top there you got 3 outlets. So you got 2 on the lower section and then that big one on the upper section. Obviously that John Deere is new as well, by the way. The little, for the DLC, the little John Deere there. Yes, another application to apply. So yeah, you got to go through with the coffee and basically apply fungicide to get rid of the funguses that's growing on there. Now, the interesting part here, I think personally, is when he activates it, you're actually hitting 2 rows at the same time, which makes life that little bit easier. It'll be interesting to see any mods that come out later on after this DLC is released, if they have other sprayers that get added and stuff like that. But you can actually see that the leaves are instantly changing to say that it's had the fungicide applied, which is kind of nice. Obviously in real life it'd take a little while, maybe a few weeks before it to dissipate, but obviously being a game you can do it straight away. Now one thing I don't know is whether that could be turned off as an option. That would be interesting, I think. But yes, I like it. It's nice. It's kind of like how we had them back in 22 on Canyon Crossing, where you placed them down and did them that way. Obviously the harvester itself is a similar harvester. Obviously we'll probably get to see that in just a moment. But look at that. Nice clean leaves. Maybe because obviously the coffee coming out in 22, they decided to add in. Obviously here we go. So here is your coffee at harvest time. Obviously you can see that the coffee is there. It's actually called coffee cherries, actually. So any mods that we have may need to be changed field type wise to be compatible. But we'll get to that later on when the DLC comes out, to be honest. But yeah, we've got this lovely case harvester. As you can see, it actually drops down to do the harvesting. Obviously the jacktail that we had previously, you unfolded it and lifted up, stuff like that, to do the harvesting. With this one, you actually lower it down and then you just go through the tunnel with the crop, the plant itself. And as you can see right down the bottom there, you're getting your coffee cherries. So in the same way that we did back in 22, yep, we're doing it in game now. And obviously the nice thing is, anything in this DLC should be based game in the next Farm Sim game, so we'll be able to edit the harvesters and stuff and play around with things. The fun bit. Isn't that cool? I like it. Actually, I kind of like the case one. I'm pretty sure there is another brand harvester coming in as well, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure I seen something the other day. But yes, there's another New Holland tractor coming in as well. Same with the trailer there. The CGT or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, that's another new trailer. Nice little one. And obviously this time around, so I think they've actually done some of the edits as well. And someone mentioned it over the weekend. But obviously sugarcane tippers are like this as well. They've kind of changed up how you unload them, which we should see in a minute. Hang on. Obviously, I think previously you always had to use your mouse, didn't you, to lift it up and tip it over and stuff. I think they've actually changed it over to a keybind now to lift it and unload. Now one of the things, one of the videos I watched over the weekend that Shoddy sent me actually, of this particular video, when they went to unload, it looked very uneven. Now I don't know if that's the actual trailer itself that's a little bit uneven, or if it's because it's doing an action up in the air. It's also on uneven land there, so you can see it's tipping over a bit, so it could make it a little bit top heavy. Just there, you can see it's sort of shaking a little bit there, more than it should do, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. I like it. Coffee is finally in the game, or coming into the game. We'll get to the other things. So you can have a, this is the actual map it'll be coming on. Obviously you're going to have the red dirt and stuff like that back, so yay. Was never a fan of the red dirt. I know a few people said the other day that they didn't mind it. Me personally, not a fan of it. I think it was back in 17 we had the can I turn it down about? I feel like I'm shouting. There you go. It's back. I can never know what it's called. I keep thinking it's Batcho. It's It was a Giants map that came out, brought the sugarcane and stuff in. That was like an was it African or something map, and that had the red dirt as well. I can't think of what it's called. But yeah, I was never a fan of it. Obviously, yeah, PV Industries ended up having the red dirt as well because of it. But yeah, this is obviously the coffee plantation. Obviously, the person who was doing the video didn't own it, so you don't actually get to see the output side of things. But you can see here, you've got these lovely big bins there with the blades going around cleaning the cranberries, cleaning and tidying up the coffee beans and stuff, or cherries, should I say. Coffee cherries. So I'm guessing, obviously, you do see them in some of the pictures that there is pallets of coffee with bags on and stuff like that, so it's kind of new. Nice. Obviously, this is another new thing, the Ford Ranger. This is being added in as well, so it's nice that we're finally getting some Ford vehicles officially in the game now. It's kind of nice. From what they mentioned over the weekend, there is an American version and a European version, or American and South American version. So you should be able to configure it a little bit differently, which is kind of nice. So this area here is actually one of the main farms that you can run out of. So you got a whole lot of equipment there to get you going. And this is the nicest area that I kind of like. I'll be checking out very, very early on. And you can probably see why now. Yes, it's the alpaca shed. Some people said llamas. I say alpacas. Oh, I went a little bit laggy there for a minute. So yeah, we actually get alpacas officially coming into the game with different colors. Now, I don't know if that's my computer having an issue or the video. Let me pause and... Yeah, so yeah, a few people have already mentioned that this is the Billy Alpaca DLC coming. Now, one thing is, obviously, with the alpacas, you will have to hand clip them. You kind of seen it there, but if they're not happy or healthy enough, you'll have to actually take them out for a walk. So you actually get your own leash and harness to take them out. And obviously, once they are ready, I think you have to. I'm not sure if you actually have to be within this shed area. But yeah, you can actually clip them, and it kind of becomes a little mini game. This part I'm not a fan of. I know it's something that's done in real life, but it's not really something I particularly really want to do in the game. Same with horses, to be honest. But I'm definitely going to be giving it a good old try. So from that one llama, you got, what, 400 litres? Maybe a little bit more, which is nice. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, this is weird. I'm not quite sure if it's my computer having a funny 5 minutes or the video. I do apologise for the little bits of lag. But yeah, obviously you can go out, you can give all of your alpacas a nice little walk. I'm not quite sure whether you can do the same with the babies, but definitely the adults, once they're fully grown, they do need to be that happy. So it's kind of nice having alpacas finally coming into the game. It's only taken, what, 4 years? And obviously next year, when obviously we get the next farm sim, I guess, yeah, we'll be able to look into adding them into different productions for those who like other things that come from alpacas. I kind of like just the wool. But yes, anyway, carrying on. Obviously, sugarcane harvesters. Obviously, with this map, or this DLC, they're adding in a brand new John Deere harvester. You can see it right there. The truck is new as well. Not bad. A nice little Mercedes-Benz there. Definitely more what I would class as like an industrial, I guess, type truck for big hauls. And you can definitely tell there's a big haul there. I think that trailer is new as well. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people are kind of hyped, which is good. But yeah, the big thing is obviously, think about it. Everything that's comes out in 25 in a DLC, we'll have access to it, or should do, in the next farm sim, so we could do edits and stuff like that. I'm just going to tap on because you don't really want to see him going through. Obviously, you got sugarcane. It looks like sugarcane is what it is. Obviously, you got the topper there. You got the harvester. Yeah, okay, it is what it is. Obviously, we've got the case one at the minute. I know back in 22 we had the Jacto and a few other brands popping through. Obviously, now officially we get the John Deere one in there. And obviously, all of the a lot of the equipment, or like the tractors and that, are actually being set up for South America, I guess. Obviously, with this Valtra right here, you've seen the front tires are there. They're sticking out a lot further. Same with the back there. They're sticking out a lot further than the US and the EU version. So yes, the DLC will be dropping on October the 27th. And it's also included in the Season 2 pass. Yes, exactly, Mr. Shawnee. So yes, 27th of October. And if I'm correct, this is probably going to be the final DLC for Farm Sim 25 as well. Just saying. But yeah, look, see, same as the case one. Unloads, and it's all good. And obviously they can then tip over. You've seen all this sort of stuff before. So, tap. Obviously you can tip into these tippers as well. Same as the current versions. Obviously another new thing, if you didn't spot it. But yes, we do have a new John Deere tractor coming in as well. I know Mr. T. Miller is probably going to be hyped about this. Obviously, this is the 8RX, the 540 version. But yeah, I'd love to know how they do these trailers, these in the shop videos clips. But it looks kind of good. I like it. Will I be trying it? Heck yeah, I'll give it a go. In addition, if you missed it, there is also the cedar on the back here. This is an interesting little cedar that we'll get to. Obviously got the tanks as well on the back here. So, somebody mentioned that the other day. They do have the saddle tanks, isn't it, on the back there. But this guy right here, this is another new John Deere, the 3131 FT. Or FA 1300. Now this is an interesting one. It's very, very interesting, I will say. So with this particular one, obviously, yep, you can fill it with seed, but you also get the option of using solid fertilizer or liquid fertilizer in it. It is. I just wish I think it might be my computer's having a little bit of issues with the video play. It's probably because the game's open up as well. Actually, we've got to just close down the game quickly. One sec. It might be this doing it. My computer struggles. Summit Chronic. They're going to have to update this, so they've got alpacas on here as well. Sheep, alpacas, Highland cows, all that. Alright, let's give this a try now. Let's see if that's a little bit smoother. So yeah, you can actually see in the bottom here, let me pause that a sec. Obviously you've got your normal grains here, obviously you've got selected to corn, so technically this is going to be a planter. But you can see there, you've got solid fertilizer or liquid fertilizer. And they all have tags that show. Now, personally, wouldn't it be better if they had that as a option, a selectable option in the shop? So you could actually select whether you want to use the solid fertilizer, which I guess would be these tanks at the back, or maybe ones at the front, I don't know. Or the liquid, which maybe this one, for example. Obviously, you got the saddle. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, because obviously, yeah, they've got the liquid fertilizer in the tractor itself. Now, how does it run from there to up to here? Does it have extra pipes and stuff? So yeah, I'll have to have a little look at it once it actually fully comes out. That's the thing. Lots of questions, and no, it's still a little bit laggy, but oh well. It might kick in properly. There we go. But I like the look of this thing. It does look like a friggin' beast, is all I can say. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. We shall see. We'll have to see once it actually officially comes out. But yeah, definitely a beast. But yeah, it might be my computer having a funny 5 minutes, I don't know. But it does look pretty good. I will be giving it a try, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who are hyped about this. But yes, not bad. And it also direct drills from the looks of it, because obviously this is a harvested field. And obviously they're going through and they're planting straight over the top of it. Which ain't too bad. Oh yeah, you look, yeah. Oh, where is it? Go back a sec. Where is it? Hang on. I don't know if you spotted that. I spotted it. Hang on, just look at it again in the shop. There's the tractor there. So if we pause that there, you can actually look, obviously he's got the tractor selected. Obviously this is a lot of the equipment that's coming in, the Beans and Alpaca DLC. There's something right here. Looks like another harvester, possibly bananas, don't know. But yeah, you can actually see the tractor itself has a capacity for that liquid fertilizer. So that's where that's probably coming from. Interesting. Obviously, I'm guessing that spout there is probably the case one. Could that be another new brand coming in for the banana harvesting, or even just for the sugarcane? Don't know, sugar beets or coffee, whatever it is. Interesting. But yes, we could jump past all this. But that is a nice looking tractor. I kind of like that chunkiness on the back. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Oh, I didn't see whether this is an 8R as well. It's coming in from the looks of it. Yeah, that doesn't have the capacity thing either. There you go. So that is the first one. Interesting. Definitely an interesting look so far. So that was covering basically the coffee, which is obviously going to be called coffee cherries, which can go into a factory to produce coffee beans, I guess. Hey, Sim Game Matt, how you doing? I've actually got the alerts and all that hidden at the minute, so I do apologise. The second video that came out, while I think about it, if you weren't aware, it was also announced over the weekend that Pumps and Hoses will be coming to FS25 in the next month or so, I think it is. So if anybody did like using the Pumps and Hoses back in 22, that'll be coming to 25. That was announced at FarmCom this weekend as well. Yeah, it was actually Creative Mesh announced it on their Facebook, and obviously they were at FarmCom as well announcing everything. So this is the second video, so this kind of covers more of the buildings and the start. And obviously this is like your starter house. Looks very South American, I would say. You got a nice little picture there, don't know if you noticed, but of the farmyard. Very rustic, rundown type of look. You never really seen the reason for the pumps and hoses? Yeah. I only used it a little bit on Wolf Creek and then kind of put it away. But it is kind of an interesting thing if you're going for the more realistic looking playthrough, I guess. The other thing that kind of put me off was the capacities on things. But I was obviously able to do one of that big field that I had. If any of you guys remember, where was it? It was over the far east of the map. I had a field up there. I'm trying to think what was actually over there. Was it? I think I had like a cow barn set up over there, and it was literally right on a field. So it was great because I could use the pumps and hoses just to do the whole field. Obviously, visually, it had kinks here, kinks there. But it was kind of a cool way if you wanted to use your slurry anyway, direct from your cow pen. The only thing you had to make sure is you had plenty of extra cables connected up, or pipes connected up so you could get to the far end. But apart from that, it was a kind of a cool DLC when it did come out, I will say. But anyway, yeah, so this is a little drive-through of the actual map. Obviously, you get see a few of the vehicles, obviously the tractor we're currently in. Kind of nice. Obviously, up ahead here, this is the coffee factory from the looks of it. Just looking at the icon there. So you'll be able to either sell or put in your coffee cherries into there to make your coffee. I don't know, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Or maybe it's just a sell point. But yeah, they have, like all Giants maps, they have done a pretty good, very realistic looking map, I will say. What is this? Oh, it's a Dutzfar. Okay. I missed that. But yeah, another Dutzfar coming in. Nice. But obviously, a lot of the vehicles you'll see on here that are coming in with the DLC are going to be more South American styled ones. What's we got? What's that? A fuel station or something right there. So that's kind of nice old rustic look that you would find out, I guess, in the bush, as it were, of some South American map. But yeah, I haven't seen really anything official regarding the bananas. If you do have anything shiny, let me know. If it's just from the words from a streamer or content creator, I might take it at the minute with a pinch of salt. If it's official from Giants, yeah, that would be more okay. But that could be something that's going to be announced later on within the next few weeks, so yeah. But yeah, if you want to send it over, let me know. But yes, I like it. It does. I will say I will give it a good playthrough. Definitely want to get in, give the coffee a try. Obviously, we've got sugarcane as it is at the minute. Yeah, we'll see. So obviously got lovely nice buildings right here. Obviously, when I do get my hands on the DLC, if I get early access, obviously, yeah, we've got to be doing a proper drive-through if we can. I might even see if I can twist my wife's arm to maybe do an extra couple of hours over the weekend. Just saying. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese or whatever it is, so I can't really translate a lot of the factories. But yeah, that one we which went past, it kind of looked to me more like a sugar factory, maybe. I don't know. We will see. Okay. The ladder trace type thing I saw earlier was researched, and that's for bananas. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see then, because we'll maybe get a new orchard product as well then, along with the coffee, the beans, and stuff like that. Maybe some bananas. I would like pH because of the BGA stuff. Yeah. And obviously that's going to be free, the precision pumps and hoses, to be honest. That will be free because obviously it was bought back in 22. Obviously by Giants terms and conditions, they can't charge you again for it, so yeah. But yeah, so just to cover what's actually going on. So we're obviously in the little John Deere Gator here, heading up a hill. Now you may or may not realize what is actually in the back of the vehicle. For those who aren't quite sure, it is actually tins of paint. There is several buildings that are going to be coming in this new DLC map where you have to repair them. In this case, paint them. So you can actually kind of see the building behind us here. So it looks like a church of some kind. Obviously, it's a little bit worn down. Obviously, you got the little paintbrush on the trigger there. Get out the way, will you? So I'm not quite sure, how do you get the paint? Is it something that you can produce? Is it something you just buy from the shop and bring it over? Don't know yet. See, what I would like is maybe a factory where you put in certain crops to produce your paint. That'd be kind of nice. So think about it. Sunflowers could be used for yellow paint. What have we got? I'm trying to think of colours we've actually got. Red beets, for example. You could go into making a purple or a red paint, for example. Cotton to make a white paint. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? And then deliver it to a production like this, or a placeable, and fix it up. That's kind of cool. Obviously, they're going to do a little, I think it's here, they go into doing a little time lapse. Obviously, this is a preview. It's still a work in progress of the map and stuff, but I think they go into doing a time lapse in a minute, and you actually see the phases of the building going from basically being cleaned up. So here we go. So you can actually see right here, it looks a lot cleaner, a lot tidier. A lot of the water drip, what do you call it? Water, I can't think of what, the dirt, as it were, is gone. It looks nice. It looks new, presentable. But obviously, as the months go through, you'll start seeing that paint chipping off and the dirt returning, the wet stains and stuff like that. And this is actually gone through quite a few days now. If anybody did want to go through and watch either of these two videos, I did post them up on my YouTube over the weekend. So if you wanted to go through, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, stains, that's what the word I was thinking of. But I would say that's probably an in-game year they're actually going through, maybe a little bit longer. Before then, you have to then go through and then add more paint in to make it look nice and neat and tidy. And it looks like you're getting snow on here as well. I was kind of hoping maybe a customized weather system, but I'm sure I just seen snow come through there a minute ago. But you're getting a lot of rain coming through, so. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It's like another idea that Dajnet had back in 19 about like the bridges and the factories, for example, that were buildable back then, is having like them to deteriorate over time. This is basically what Giants have added in. So you can actually see over here, these are starting to wear in a little bit more. Same at the top here. You're starting to get those water stains coming in. Actually, that might even be longer. That might be a couple of in-game years, to be honest. Yeah, like, see, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So it is very much like what Mr. Dajnet said. And out of interest, are they going to be parrots? Or is that crows I see going over there? It looks almost like parrots. I'm sorry. I might be looking into things. I don't know. But that does look a little bit like a parrot silhouette over there. It doesn't look really like crows. I'd say more a parrot or something. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too, Mr. Shawnee. So this is another one of the buildings that you can do the same thing with. So you can see right here, starts off looking really worn down. Obviously, yeah, you've added the paint in, the trigger actually disappears. As you see. As you can see down here, the trigger actually disappeared. I think it was the second month there. I think it was. First or the second month, it disappeared once it started cleaning itself up. But as time goes on, obviously that wear and tear, the paint starts chipping off, stuff like that. You can see here, you can start seeing bits on the stairs here. We're starting to show a bit of deterioration on the wall there. The trigger's now popped back saying, I want more paint, tidy me up. Now, the thing is, will you get paid for this as well? When you drop off those paint, will you get reimbursed for that money or what? Who the heck knows? Have to wait and find out. Yes. I'm waiting to see if they go full board with orchards and those type of fruits. And to be more popular in the parts. Yeah, that would be very, very interesting. Maybe even having specific ones for specific regions. However, a lot of them are done in warmer countries, so bananas, coconuts, all that sort of thing. That'd be kind of cool if we could have our own orchards that are base game. So basically everything that I've just done for my pack. Pecan, all that sort of thing. But I'm sure once it comes out officially, where modders can actually access the files and that, I am sure we will see tons and tons and tons and tons of different orchards coming into the game more successfully, shall we say. See, now this is one thing I'm not quite sure about. So I'm looking at that there. It looks like it's another type of paint, but it could also be a stain. It doesn't really go anywhere with this particular little part of the video, so it may be something they haven't quite yet finished off and wanted to show properly. But it does look like maybe a wood dye something there. I don't know. So like, what is that on there? Is this going to a production, for example? No idea. Is this like an input product for one of the factories? Heck knows. But I will say, just looking at the buildings there, they are kind of pretty, and I like the telephones, whatever it was in the corner there. Oh, what if they changed that? What if it could be changed to English? Just saying. But yeah. Oh, somebody was actually mentioning about was it by the vehicle shop or something? That it's got like a really old looking, is it a Mustang or something? I can't remember. Dodge. And it says, "Can that be driven? Can it? Can it? Can it?" Obviously, here we go. Just go past like a little farmer's market there. Maybe a sell point. I'm wondering if the buildings were. It might be, yeah. Who the heck knows? Until we get our hands on it, I don't know. I don't know if they mentioned anything about it during any up and coming shows. I'm sure over the next week or so, we're probably going to get a lot more footage, hopefully, from FarmCon regarding this DLC. So we'll have to wait and see. Yes, is that another vertex layer added into? Because it's kind of like how the wear and tear on a vehicle, isn't it? I'm supposing there's something similar to that, but put onto a building. Nice old bus. Nice. Sorry, just looking at something. But yeah, it doesn't even go to anywhere to unload. So I don't know whether this is a paint or stain or what. Hopefully we'll find out in due course. But yeah, somewhere hidden in the forest, there is like a little hidden hut, shall we say? And this is basically where this guy is heading. But I like it. You got the little puddles on the ground as well. That's kind of cool. Very, very good. Obviously, it looks like they've got a fair few new different tree types coming in as well. Haven't seen too many non-decorative trees, shall we say? But one nice thing is obviously, see, like these palms and stuff like that. Also, you could technically make a plantation out of that and have like a palm oil or something like that to make soap and stuff. Just thinking. But yeah, this is a lovely building. Like this. I was kind of thinking, because obviously he was driving up initially with what looked like either paint or stains. It could be for fixing this up. I don't know. For the beams and stuff to paint that up. Who the heck knows? But yes. Look at it, lovely, and there's lots of information about local wildlife, just out of interest. I'm just going to tap back. Obviously, you got a little bit of information about alpacas. There's also about the paints and stains or whatever it is. So this is going to be definitely a good place to come for information early game until you really learn a lot. It's going to be interesting. Also, with these, for example, these little jars, obviously those 4 jars there, are they part of a collection or is that just a decoration? Who the heck knows? Obviously, previously we've had like the museum where you'd go around, collect, what was it, 25, 26 items, and they'd show up at the museum. That was on Silver Run, wasn't it? Are they going to have something similar with here? Maybe some jars or something? I don't know. That's something I don't think has been announced yet, so it'll be interesting. We've got all these... I love these little candlesticks. They're great. I love them. Hopefully they're running on electricity and not on... Yeah, oh yeah, you've got the dino bones, haven't you? Which is going into a museum. But yeah, you've got lots of information right here about all the different trees, which is kind of nice. Obviously, these are all going to be trees from, I guess, this region. Got some sugarcane there. Don't think either of them were bananas. I was kind of looking for bananas. That's something else we haven't seen yet, is like the dinosaur bones that you collect. Obviously, it was announced that they were going to do a dino bone collection. What's the dinosaur going to be? Is it going to be a T-Rex? Is it going to be something else? Who the heck knows? But yeah, kind of nice. Like it. But yeah. See, I'm kind of looking at that tree, and it kind of reminds me of... Is it the banana tree that we got? In the PV orchard stuff? Just put a few bananas at the top there. It'd be kind of cool. Same with that. It's like a mini version. It's still growing. But yes. All I can say is I hope their editor, when the next farm sim comes out, works better than the current one. On my system anyway. Otherwise we're going to be totally screwed. But there we go. So that is the second video. That's kind of cool, isn't it? So there's that. What else did we get? Oh, so I haven't even unzipped these yet. But there's 2 packs. I can officially show you this, by the way. But over the weekend, Giants did also announce a modding contest. Yeah. So there's going to be different categories. So best mod, best map, best crossplay mod, and then Volvo Future Construction Machines. Interesting. Don't worry, I won't be entering anything. But it'd be interesting to see what comes out with regards to this. Let's do that one. So this is if anybody does want to make a mod for the competition. So nothing I do has a... Not currently, no. But yeah, there's a whole lot of things that you could potentially win if you do enter the competition. I don't know. There's a whole rules and regulations that you for any modder to look at. But look at, oh yeah, obviously you got the Mazda TASW truck wheel. I've seen a video of this. The only thing that kind of puts me off it is it doesn't look like it can be changed position wise. It's literally like a truck wheel. It's almost flat. See, I would prefer one where you could have it flat for a truck, be able to adjust it into the downward look, I guess. So it's more like a proper steering wheel for tractors and stuff. But that's kind of cool. That's pretty expensive as it is. Obviously, you could have up to 3 Thrustmaster vouchers for money off, or Mazda vouchers there. You got oh, that's kind of cool. A little Lego L120 electric wheel loader. 3 of them you could win. Beat one up to. So yeah, there's a whole lot. Even a freaking Radeon 9070 XT. Thing is, can that be changed for a different type of card? Just curious, because if your computer doesn't take that, you're gonna be screwed. Can you sell it? Get it back. But yeah, that is the whole thing there. Timeline wise, so you can start working on it now, I guess, for a submission. Obviously, submission phase will be between the 16th of November and January the 15th. So you got a couple months to get it in. Obviously, set up, whatever they mean by that, is January the 16th to March. So maybe this is when it goes into testing and onto the in-game mod hub for us, I guess, where we can then you get the voting phase, and then obviously in April, the end of April-ish, they'll obviously Giants will be doing a live stream and obviously saying these are who the winners are of each category. So it's kind of cool. It's nice. So yes. So if you want to do a map, or you've got an idea of a mod or anything like that that you'd like to maybe put in for it, you got time. Get started. Is all I can say. Now, one other thing that was released over the weekend is this little guy right here, the Volvo L90 pack. This is available on the in-game mod hub, right? It's a little Volvo wheel loader. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. I haven't actually looked at it officially, but as you can see right here, this is actually looking like it's on the Kinlag map, or Kinlag. So it's a very small little wheel loader. I might actually grab it and see if we can do some edits to it. But yeah, look at that. Nice little thing. You could literally have it on. It's definitely more designed, I think, for working on a farm than being in a mining area, I will say. It's kind of nice. Obviously, you get. I'm pretty sure you can actually have it as a electric variation or a petrol variation. Obviously, this one here is set up to be the electric, but it looks kind of nice. Now, one thing is, can you attach anything onto the back of this, like a little trailer? Who the heck knows? But there you go. There's the two of them. I'm guessing maybe one is electric, one's the fuel type. No idea. But yes, that is available for you guys to download right now on the in-game mod hub. So that's the only other thing I have from the weekend. So that's the official news from Giants. Obviously, like I said, Creative Mesh did also announce that they will be also bringing in pumps and hoses. I'm pretty sure they said September they were aiming for a release. And obviously that will be a free DLC for everyone on PC and console. Cool. With that being said, that is going to be the end of today's show, unfortunately. Actually, one thing I'm going to do quickly, I'm going to go to a black screen. I do apologize. Hang on. For the simple fact is Mr. Matt came in earlier and played something, but it never got played because I hid it. Is it that one?
Billy is a nuisance.
Just for Matt.
He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Actually, while I'm here, I want to just check something. Go in, let me unhide that from there. Let's go there. There we go. So that was a little BRB. Yeah, I've still got to set up the microphone and everything on there for when I'm chatting. But a little BRB screen, I wanted to make sure that the sound... Did the sound come through, thinking about it? Oh, one sec. How's that? Is that working? I don't know. Hello. Hello. I'm waiting for my phone to catch up as well. Is that working now? Really, Dead Soul? Yes. My phone is now officially caught up. Okay, so that is working there. Let me just check. a sound alert to make sure that's coming through.
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
See, I can hear the sound alerts myself on my headphone. Or headset, I should say. Just want to make sure that it's coming through quickly. Yep, that's come through. Okay. Cool. Right then, we're going to go to the ending screen and go find someone to raid out to. So a big huge thanks to all you guys coming out today. Much appreciated. Sorry about that last little bit. But yeah, we do have Beans and Alpacas coming October the 27th. So definitely something to be interested in. I'm sure over the coming weeks we will be seeing a lot more information. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Twitch. I do know that Mr. Wheels said he was going to be going live today. I know Mr. Green Thumb said he was going to go live today. Who is up first? We got Mr. Green Thumb up now. Groovy. He is. It says he's doing Farm Sim 25, but he's not. Technically, he's actually modding. So if you're interested in seeing what he is up to today, and it's obviously going to be something that comes out with the up-and-coming DLC in mind. Let's go on over and check him out. Obviously, Dash Out Crew's out there as well. DJModding, he's out there too, playing. So if you want to go over and check them out, do some farming, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, we are going to raid Mr. Green Thumb. We haven't raided Mr. Green Thumb in quite some time, actually. It has been a while. Where is he? There we go. But yes, a big huge thanks once again for everyone coming out today. Thank you, Mr. Farmer Marks, for the stream streak of 25. Cool. Obviously, thanks for the sound alerts and just joining in today. Hopefully, you got a little bit of information now if you didn't catch it over the weekend. Obviously, like I said, if you want to go through a little more detail in those videos that I showed off from FarmCon, they are on my YouTube channel for you to peruse through. I'm sure there's tons and tons of other videos out there from content creators giving their little speech, shall we say, and talking through things, because obviously a lot of them were over there. I was never invited. Didn't want to go anyway. Too busy. But anyway, till tomorrow, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye for now.